What's up, guys? Jesse from Team Knife Party and DBZ Top Tier. Here we have
the owner of DBZ Top Tier, Jarrett McBride.
And what did you just do?
I just won a regional. I finally broke my curse.
There we go. See? And how do you feel?
Really good, because I got top 4 last 2 regionals, and this one I finally got past top 4 and ended up finishing it out. So
finally broke that barrier.
Yep.
All right. What did you play?
Black Krillin.
Of course.
Yeah. I was trying to be original at the beginning of the game because I was running as a season with Lord Slug the Mechian, and I got top cut at Salem, Oregon. I made top 8, and then at Gen Con I got top 16 with the list. But it wasn't. It had such a bad blue matchup that I just gave up on it, and then eventually I just decided to play Black Krillin because I needed an invite.
Oh man. Well, you got it, man. You're going to Worlds.
It's awesome, especially with set 4. Like, now I gotta start testing and stuff, and might have to go to Texas now just to play in a set 4 environment.
There we go. Yeah, I gotta test that set 4.
Yep.
What do you think about set 4?
I think there's a lot of cool stuff with it. There's like Android 20 is gonna be really good. Android 18 is gonna be awesome. Piccolo Namekian just got like a huge boost from his level 1 and 4. Blue Goku. I mean, there's just gonna be a bunch of cool decks that.
Do you think there's gonna be like a meta shift?
I think there'll eventually be a meta shift because Black Krillin's got some really bad matchups, like against Blue 20, I think, because with all the stage locking and there's like cards that just lock him out of stages. I think Black Krillin's actually gonna probably go off the top. But same thing with Ginyu, because if Ginyu gets stage locked and he has no allies to do anything, it's gonna get bad.
That's true. It could be very devastating.
Yep.
So yeah, but that should just about do it.
Cool.
So
you guys want to see the deck since it's gonna be posted
Oh yeah,
on site?
you know what? Yeah, go ahead.
All right, grab it real quick.
I'm sure everyone would love to see the deck that won Vacaville, California.
Yeah, it pretty much is the same list I was running the last 2 regionals, but so you got Black Krillin, obviously. We got Krillin.
There we go.
And
you played the promo, of course.
Correct.
No anger.
I don't really want to gain anger all that much because just being able to stay on level 1 is really good against Ginyu. And the reason why I lost at the last tournament in top 4 is because I ended up getting hit with Dig Your Grave.
Oh, Dig is devastating, dude.
Yeah. And
no endurance, and then they just jump you up?
Yep, he just jumped me up, and I wasn't able to come back from it. So, let's see quickly. So you got Dragon Balls right here.
Alright. How many of these do you play? Just these 4?
Actually, 5 Dragon Balls.
5 Dragon Balls.
I considered going to all 7, but
try to get the Dragon Ball victory, maybe?
Yeah, it never really happens all that much, and I feel like you guys are going to see this. I'm actually really bad against anger in this list. Top 16, I actually versed a red TN deck, and I don't even know how I won because he ended up going TN's preparation twice, red left bolt, grabbed another TN's preparation, and he got to level 3 in 1 combat. So I was surprised like I even came back from it. He ended up only getting to level 3 with 1 anger at the end of the game because I kept drawing black power-ups and blinding energy move. So
yeah, no, at the end there, for those of you who watched the live stream, you can see just kept dodging combat, just kept, don't play this game, right?
Yeah, the whole point of this game is not to play the game, though.
Exactly.
Yeah, like one of the things, like just the combat enders, like you're just milling them for 3, and a lot of people like don't get that aspect. Like my last opponent, he had black power up out like twice, and he didn't ever use it. So, and that's really important in the black Krillin matchup. So you got the 3 black power ups.
Right. So these are amazing in the deck. Just being able to dodge combat, especially if they enter on you and you just have a really bad hand.
Yep. And then 2 visiting the past, it's just a staple. And
right. These are standard.
And then you got 3 declarations. These are cool with the Dragon Balls because I can, loop 7, loop 4 around against Anger, loop 2.
And it's not a dead card in your hand if you draw it during combat.
Yep, exactly. So I don't even, like when I'm counting my deck, I don't even count those as non-combats. It actually does something. And then 2 black searching technique.
Right. So I've noticed a lot of black players run only 2 of these. Is there a reason that to not run a third one?
The real thing, I'm already running 2 scout maneuver also, and the big thing with that is I don't want to have too many cards to where if I get entered on, I'm not gonna be able to use them. So with scout maneuver, if I get entered on against it, I could use it during combat, but these I can't. So these are also good of like just looking at their deck and like picking apart like allies or you know, like key events like time or like Villainous Visage. So I think these are probably a little better. It's not spherable, but then against Nappa, you can't do it.
Of course.
So and then you got 1 Kami.
Right. So this was good. You just you kept putting stuff back with this.
Yeah. Surprisingly, he sticks around a lot.
Did this ever dead during combat? You know, you just draw it and then.
No, I like drawing. Like if I draw Kami, even in combat, I'll just hold on to him because it means I'm going to come back a little bit.
Okay.
And then smoothness drill, big staple of black.
Right.
Erasing drill works really good with Krillin's destructive disc.
Oh yeah.
Lookout drill for against the Namekian. Black Krillin mirror. Running 6 physical blocks. Got upward dodge, really good with destructive disc, and then 3 finger blocks. If I were to run this in set 4, I'd probably up the physical blocks. Defensive burst, I'm running 3 of it just because against anger, if you notice, I'm not running any anti-anger cards, so no ball breaker.
Right. No, I've noticed that. That's crazy.
So this is really going to help in the red matchup.
Okay.
And then 3 destructive discs, obviously.
Yeah, so right here, guys, right here. See this? Notice it's not banish after use. This is ridiculous. This is the ridiculous card.
2 crushing beam. So being able to, since I don't have any kind of actions besides black swipe to actually banish cards from their discard pile.
Right.
And my mastery, just being able to hit 6 or 7 random cards with time can really make a game.
I got you.
I got 3 black swipe.
Right.
3 dense ball. 3 dense ball is really good because you can just throw it as an attack when you know they don't have any blocks.
And it's a block, so that's also really good.
And then 3 black corruption.
Yeah. Which
this card will no longer works like
only during combat now.
Correct.
Thank you for the CRD.
Yeah. So I still like this card because it lowers anger, and since I still don't have that much anger,
Maybe 2 of.
probably a 2 of.
Okay.
Blinding energy move right here.
Yeah.
I run this against the Ginyu matchup, or against the anger. Surprisingly, it works well in the black Krillin mirror too.
Yeah. No, this thing just because you don't care about banishing your Dragon Balls or anything, realistically.
Not really. I mean, ball 7 kind of wins games once in a while, but
right.
If I lose a ball, it's not a big deal.
Okay.
Usually, I'm doing it to get out of combat for a reason, or I'm just trying to mill them.
Right.
Time staple.
So yeah, staple time.
Confrontation.
Of course.
I almost made a change before the tournament. I was running 1 extra physical block, black stop, but I had a feeling anger was going to be more played, and since I'm not running that much anti-anger, this is actually good because it lowers their anger too.
Right.
Technically lowers their anger too because you get rid of a card that raises anger too.
Right.
Scout maneuver is really good in the black Krillin mirror.
Okay. You only play 2?
Yeah, this deck's really thin on space.
Okay.
With that, it's good against the Namekian. You name like the Namekian double strike. Against red, you can rate shoulder grab, blue. It's just really good.
Very diverse card.
And then we have black adaptation, just 2 copies of it. It lets you hit overpowering attacks, or in the worst case against like Krillin, you can destructive disc. Although you can't stop it, you can remove a copy from the deck and a discard.
Yeah. And then
foreshadowing. Now this card's just dumb. I actually.
What part of the card's dumb? The 3 endurance or the effect?
Everything. So I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So in top 8 of Chicago and Colorado, but I'm gonna start with the Chicago story first. I was playing this guy who was playing Orange Krillin, and his name's Cody, and we became good friends because we played again in top 8 of Colorado. And we were both playing the exact same decks. And in the one game, I actually had he had 7 different card types removed, so it would mill for 7. So I entered on him. I had 2 of these in my hand and an energy block. And he had 17 cards, so we went down to 14 when he drew. And I'm just like, mill 7. He's like, okay. Energy attack, stop it. Mill for 7. and like he had me. I only had like 4 cards left in my deck.
Oh man.
So, and even when they were porting it, here, Rich, tell a story.
Yeah, when they were reporting it, Richie was like, he had the deck slip in his hand, and the judge came up and he's like, Krillin won, and Richie started to write down orange, and the judge said no, it's the black Krillin, and Richie almost fell over on the floor. It was unbelievable, because Jarrett was just so far behind. That was the only way he was gonna win.
Yeah, so this card is sometimes better than Destructodisc.
That's amazing.
Last one is 3 copies of Heroic Energy Sphere.
Oh yeah.
Unfortunately, it is a staple.
Unfortunately, yeah. Look at that. So let's take a look at this beautiful card here. So spheres, guys. This gets you to Worlds.
Especially in
And when you get to Worlds, you get more spheres.
Correct. The funny thing is, when I got top 16 and top 8 with the Meching Slug, I didn't actually run Villainous Spheres.
No, really?
I did fine against it. It's like one of those cards like with you need to be able to protect your hand. So if you're not able to protect your hand, you're going to get caught against stare down or even confrontation.
Right.
So I think those 3 are pretty much needed at this point.
Fair enough. Was it ever dead for you? You know, I mean, some people tell me, you know, sometimes they just don't want sphere in their hand because it's a dead card.
I mean, there's times where, like, I think there was one game where in was it Chicago? I was versus Orange Ginyu, and then he entered on me, and I drew 3 spheres.
Wow.
So he's like, stare down, and I'm like, sphere it, and then he's like, okay. And then they just had my hand at that point.
Okay.
But yeah, sometimes if you get caught with multiples, it's kind of hard.
It's a rare occurrence, though.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you could have done 2. 2's okay if you can get 2. Probably definitely need at least 1 in every deck, I think. Because there's so many ways to get back cards with Ball 7 or, you know, visiting the past. You can always get it back, and you can protect your hand at a key, crucial part of the game.
Right.
So,
And
that's the deck in a nutshell.
That's the deck. All right, man. Well, you won today. You're going to Worlds.
Yeah.
See you in Texas.
Cool. Well, I hope to, you know, meet a lot of people that I haven't met yet, which most of the people I've met going to Worlds because I've gone to a lot of regionals already. So
6 regional.
6 regional, yep. And the 7th event.
Yeah.
So
There we go.
so pretty excited.
All right,
You just can
man.
never give up.
Never give up.
All right. Well, thank you so much for this. I really do appreciate it. Hope to do more videos with you in the future and keep up with you. From all our friends and all the Z Fighters, this is Jesse.
And this is Jarrett McBride.
There we go. And that's it. Later, guys.